feel like my mind's constant.
Yeah.
Just what can I compare it to? A washing machine, right?
It's just
It's
going
always
round.
turning, going round. New ideas are being put in the machine and being put on spin at a 40-degree wash. And
Yeah, I mean, what we've got to do is got to put that shit, got to put that shit in the dryer.
that's right. Do you know what? You're right, because you have to air it out.
Is that where that comes from?
It must be airing it out, right?
Airing it out. Oh, it's
anyway.
hilarious. I tried to say it really seriously and I couldn't. Made me laugh.
Well, this has been a dramatic start to the podcast.
I kind of just want to talk about like some of the things that are currently keeping me up at night. That sounds a bit sus, actually, doesn't it? Oh God!
What's keeping you up at night, mate?
Oh, that is so. Oh.
Yeah, I've been losing sleep over a lot of this shit. Oh man, can't lie, this wind's violating the trim right now.
Is it? Yeah. I think because mine's like solidified at the moment.
Right.
I haven't washed it. Oh. Right, restart.
Restart.
I might include some of that. I'll see. I'll go through it and have a look.
It's funny.
Anyway, back down to earth. So we've just on a podcast talking about all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
What I wanted to speak about kind of like where we're both at in life and like how that compares to different people and then where like all this, where certain pressures are coming to us from.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been thinking about it a lot. And obviously I sent you a whole video about like what happens when people turn 27 and stuff. And it seems to be like 27 is quite a pivotal age. I'm 26. I'm about to turn 27 in 2 months now, or just under 3 months. And I'm seeing a lot of that stuff start kicking in. A lot of the life changes and life events happening with some of the people I know who are 27.
Yeah. Do you almost feel like there's because there's a stereotype of you gotta be married off by like 30 or whatever and all that. Do you feel like there's pressure in society to have all of that done by a certain age?
I think there is. I think it's definitely less than probably it used to be. Still, it's definitely less than it used to be. I think because it used to be like, oh, you have to be married, like get married in your early 20s, when back in like grandparents and before kind of era. It wasn't so much a thing in our parents' era. A lot of parents got married kind of later, like 30.
Yeah.
I think for us, it's still kind of stayed at kind of like 30. I don't know. I'm trying to think, do I feel the pressure? And I don't think I massively do, but I think I'm starting to have that realisation of like, it is coming. Like getting older is coming.
Yeah, it's never stopping.
Can't escape it.
It's always creeping up on.
Yeah. One of my favourite sayings that I've heard a little while ago, and that I kind of like, I guess I try and ignore, but I also can't ignore, is time is the fire in which we all burn. Such a cool saying.
That's cool as well.
But it's quite scary as well, because it's true. Like, you can't escape time. It's always happening. You're constantly burning, but slowly, technically. So as you're aging, you're actually it's the energy that's being output by your body is causing it to actually break down.
Yeah.
And that's what ages you. So you're literally like slowly burning. And then eventually you just, like, you're burning calories, and then you just like, eventually you can't burn calories no more. Yeah.
It's a scary thought.
So there's definitely been some like signs that like more mortality is kicking in a little bit. In terms of like health and stuff, I haven't really felt that at all. I don't feel old.
Yeah.
I feel the same. I'm still climbing trees.
Yeah.
Like, fine.
That's the crazy thing. Just that you said that, it's just funny. Like, really thinking about this. I mean, when you really deep. You're 26 and we're thinking about mortality. A bit early, isn't it?
It maybe it is.
But
this
is
what
it?
I'm,
Are we just preparing properly? What is it? Are we, you know?
Yeah.
Don't know which one it is. I think I'd rather be prepared, I think.
I think I would.
I'd rather be thinking about it now than think about it too late when you've made you haven't made the right choices now. So now in your later years, you're now like unhealthy or maybe unfit. And there's no coming back from that once you're at like past a certain age. You know, I mean, there is coming back for it, but it's a lot harder than to do it now.
It's so much easier to
Just maintain it. Yeah.
It's like they say in like medicine, the prevention's always going to be better than a cure. It's the same for that as well. Like it's the same for fitness. Like preventing yourself becoming unfit or overweight is going to be far easier than having to get fit or lose weight. 100%. If you never get fat, that's easy. It's easy not to get fat. Yeah. What's going to be hard is to unfat yourself.
Unfat yourself, yeah.
That's the hard part.
Right.
And so yeah, they say like prevention is the best medicine. So we need to do that with everything. We need to do that with our health and stuff, and with like fitness. If you want to be fit in your 40s or be fit in your 20s, don't think, oh, it's all right, I'll sort it out like later on. No, like start it now and maintain it now.
Yeah.
Don't ever let go of it because you'll regret it. I think. Yeah, I mean, how do you feel about all that sort of stuff? Do you feel like any of that's kicking in for you? Or there's been changes at like your age?
It's different for me. I feel like I need to start thinking seriously about my career now. Like what path I'm going down in terms of that.
Yeah.
I need to think about like what I kind of need to do. Like whether I need to start learning something or like this, that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Just work my way up in the job I'm in, which I don't want to do, or find another job, or there's all of that. It's like it feels like constant thought of mine. So don't know what way to go, you know.
Yeah.
So
well, you know, you're 23 now. Yeah, you just turned 23. Fine. So yeah, that is kind of that point actually. I feel like that's what I was at 23.
So you started your paramedics course and stuff at 24, didn't you?
24 it was, yeah. So I started that actual like I didn't know what I was doing really till 24.
Yeah, it's about the same age.
And I think I went into hyper mode at 23 of like I need to find something that I want to actually do. Because I was 23 when I think I was probably a couple months older than you are now when we went to Finland. Which is mad to think that.
That's mad.
That's how long ago it was, which is crazy. So and I went there thinking, right, after this I'm gonna fucking find something, sort it out, and then so I went like into hyper like career mode of like let's find something that I want to do, and then that's what I've ended up with. I guess it's the same thing for you now. At my age, at 27, I feel like a lot of people have kind of already, not everyone, but a lot of people have found something that they're kind of committed to and they want to do like career-wise, and their minds are now heading off to other places. There's lots of like people getting their first property or getting engaged or some people have actually got married from like my school year and stuff. It seems to be shifting more to that.
That's crazy. Yeah, for me it's more it's weird this age that you're at. I mean, even like you can relate, like you've got all these different mates and they're on completely different life paths, and it makes you think that you're behind in some kind of way, but really you're not necessarily behind. Everyone's just on a different path. You know, so like one of my mates that might have like decided to continue with a career for something that he learned in college or whatever, and now he's like, you know, qualified in something and doing that. That isn't necessarily the correct way to go, and it's not the wrong way to go either. There's no right way. It's kind of like everyone just does their own things. So Where I might, some days I feel bad because I'm like, oh, like I haven't really got any skills in a way. Like I don't know a trade or I don't know any like shit like that. So then I feel like I'm behind. You know?
Yeah.
But maybe that's just not what I was meant to do. I wasn't meant to do that shit. I mean, there's a reason why we're both sitting there on fucking deck chairs, freezing our tits off with a camera in our face. Like, I don't know how many other people do
Who
this.
else is out here?
Who else is out?
Literally, there's no one.
Yeah. So, am I necessarily doing the wrong thing? I don't think so.
No.
I think we're taking
Everyone's
a little bit
different,
of risk.
and even these people that you said that have kind of got stuff sorted, they might eventually kind of end up stopping doing that and do something else.
Yeah.
It might not work out for them. You never know. There's a deer over there.
Oh shit.
Right in the bushes. Just sat there. Look.
Yeah.
He might come over.
That's crazy.
We'll just become part of the scenery now. They're just all the wildlife's coming out.
Yeah, they don't even notice we're here.
But yeah, so you never know. Like they might do something they feel like they're going to do forever, and then they don't do that forever, and they have a shift in careers. I sometimes try and think about like when I'm doing what I'm doing, like what would my dad think of like what I'm doing and stuff? Because and like what would he rather be doing? Have done something different to what he did, like because he kind of started off doing like an basic office job. But he sounded like he liked it enough, but it wasn't like, I don't think he loved it. And then quite later on in his life, so when I was like 10, so he must have been like in his 40s. In his 40s, he got made redundant from that job, and it was all a bit like, what the fuck's going to happen now? What are we going to do? Anyway, ends up getting a job with Virgin Atlantic, like flying company. Absolutely, like so loved his job so much more with them than he did with the other company he was with, the hire company he was with. Like it was so much more fun for him, and that's like suddenly like had this big shift in his 40s and everything changed and he's like enjoying something more. We were talking about Brad Pitt earlier. Brad Pitt was 35 in Fight Club. That blows my mind.
Fucking crazy.
And he was 40 in Troy.
40 in Troy,
which is crazy. So you think of it like I think of him being like maybe like mid to late 20s in that film. No, he was in his he was like well into his 30s.
Just nuts. He looks
looks really good.
Crazy.
Yeah. And he became like a massive celebrity, like huge. That's where his life really took off. You're more than 10 years away from that.
Yeah.
I'm slightly less than 10 years away from 35, but yeah, so things can change, and I think, what did I hear today? I heard a really interesting point about this. I think it was, if you're in a rush to do anything, it will take forever for you to get there. But if you just take your time with it, it will come so much quicker. And the point is that if you're trying so hard to do something quickly, you'll have this perception that it's taking forever to get done, and you're more likely to go, do you know what, just give up. Whereas if you accept the fact it's going to take forever and you just go working through it anyway. Yeah.
Do you almost feel like it becomes more of a chore? If you think about, I think about things in a different sense, but if you think about things all the time, about doing something, it feels like a chore when it's not a chore. You should just do it. It should just become something you do.
Yeah.
Whereas like if you constantly ponder on it all the time, it's like, oh, now this is a chore to do. Rather than if I just tackled this problem or this thing I have to do straight away, it would have just been a thing I did in my life. It would have just like similar to what you just said about how if I didn't rush something, I would have just done it in my own time, and it would have felt like it was never a chore in the first place.
Yeah.
But the fact that I'm thinking about it constantly, I need to do this, I keep putting it off, it makes me not want to do it even more.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Whereas if it's just something that happens transiently, it's going to be so much easier to do it that way.
So in kind of like take that example and put it into like getting out of your comfort zone and maybe trying to start something, like starting a business or some shit, or starting a hobby or something that you want to do that you've been putting off for a long time. It's easier just to go with the flow and have a thought, oh, I kind of want to try that martial arts class.
Yeah.
And then just go and do it. Don't think about it for months on end, because then it becomes like, ooh, I don't know if I want to do it now. If you just kind of keep, I'm trying to get better at that, just keeping the flow of life, like all the way along.
Yeah, let's have a go at this.
I want to do that. I'm going to go give it a go next week.
Yeah.
Or on the weekend or whatever. Rather than being like, oh, I'm kind of interested in that. I might do that. And then think about it, and then think about it, and think about it more until eventually it doesn't happen. Or you've thought about it so much that you don't like the idea of it anymore. And then that opportunity is gone for what you could have learned, or that new hobby that you could have picked up is gone now, because now you resent it because you thought about it so much. I'm guilty of that a lot. I think about things too much to the point where I don't like them anymore.
It's quite interesting. I think that's quite an interesting point. You got me thinking about a lot of things. I'm like, oh no, I don't. Like, I think things through rather than just doing it.
Going with the flow.
Just go and do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm definitely guilty of overthinking.
Yeah. I almost think like sometimes these thoughts wouldn't, like, if I wasn't meant to do this, getting a bit like fucking spiritual now and shit, but if I wasn't meant to do some of these things, I wouldn't have that thought in my brain.
Yeah.
To do them. Like, maybe I was meant to like go try this thing, and when I put it off, that's on my own fault for not doing that thing. And where that could have led me, I don't know. You get what I mean?
Well, yeah.
I feel like it was not there was a reason why I thought, but yeah, kind of like that could have been my next life path. That could have like led me to something great, and I've ignored it. I've ignored it. When really I should have just gone with the flow.
I mean, how many like celebrity stories and stuff have you heard where it was just like a one-off thing that they just did, and then they made a whole like career out of it?
I mean,
and stuff.
One person that comes to mind straight away is Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
The way he started acting, he kind of stumbled into it. Like, I think he was sofa surfing. I might get this story a little bit wrong. I believe he was sofa surfing at the time. And he had a friend of a friend that was making a movie. And I think he was looking for a job. He had no money at the time. And his mate was like, well, look, there's a role coming up. Like, maybe you should, like, I'll let my friend know if you're interested. You should apply us, you know, have a role in this film. And he told the like McConaughey how much it paid. He was like, yeah, I need money, whatever. So I think he did it. And then from that one role, he did that one film. After that film, the director came to him, was like, I've got this next film coming up. I think you'd be perfect for it. And then he then starred in the next film, and I think he was like possibly the main character in the next film. And then it just spiraled out, and now he's a fucking...
No, he's like one of the biggest...
An actor, you know, doing up fucking... You know, it's just crazy how he took like needing money at the time to like an opportunity that one of his friends like kind of like proposed to him, and then now he's an actor, you know? I think I've got that a little bit wrong, because I've just thought of something else. And I know he wanted to go to acting school at a young age, I think. So I think he had some kind of passion for acting. But actually how he got started, I think, was a bit of out of chance and knowing the right people, I think. But I think obviously he put himself in that situation to know the right people.
Yeah.
You know?
Just taking that small opportunity.
But that links back to what we were saying, yeah, about taking chances and like, you know?
Yeah.
So I like to try and not put too much pressure on myself, the fact that I don't potentially know a skill of some sort or something like that, because I'm doing this and I know a lot of people probably wouldn't do this, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe this ain't going to take me anywhere, but it's something I've done and I can say
it's an experience, and it's something, it's something different, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it is interesting to do. And who knows what will happen from it. I mean, just some of these conversations that we have could spiral into, let's say tomorrow, someone gives you an opportunity to do something. You'll think, oh, I had that conversation yesterday on the podcast where I said about how people should just take opportunities. I'm going to do this one, when maybe you would have otherwise thought, oh no, I've got this going on, I've got something else,
Yeah.
or I can't do it because of X, Y, and Z. And then, you know, who knows what could happen with that? I mean, and it's like compounding interest. Like if you spend a year saying yes to lots of different opportunities, who knows what can come out of that? Whereas if you spent a year and said yes to half of the things and no to the other half, then like you're not going to get that compounding interest the same way that you would if you're always saying yes to trying new things or trying to develop, or
you're gonna open up more doors, aren't you? Like,
yeah,
more avenues, for sure. A lot more of opportunity and saying yes to things. I always try to say yes to more things. You know, I try to really put myself out of my comfort zone all the time.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you can learn a lot from that.
Massively. Yeah, I think it's really good.
Forcing yourself out sometimes.
Even if it's just things like if there's with work, if there's like a social event on. And sometimes I feel a bit like nervous about going to the social events. Like there's lots of people there. I know some people quite well, but as a crowd, it's a bit different. And then maybe I'll be put off doing it. Oh, maybe I'll just stay in and like not do that. But it's like, no, go, because you never know. It might be boring. It might be nothing happens, but who knows? You might become really good friends with someone. You might learn something that you didn't know about. Who knows what you'll find out?
Yeah. That's it.
Just go with it.
100%.
I think, like with making friends with a guy from my training has led to me now. I've applied for another job that potentially it might be more income for me, where I'm going to do like events and stuff. And it's like, if I hadn't taken that opportunity, I wouldn't then have that. And there's just so much that might come from that. Who knows? Like,
spiral.
Might go to an event, work with some people who I talk with, and they're like, oh, like, have you seen this? Like, I don't know, like say it's like an investment opportunity or something. I'm like, no, I've not heard of that. And then I've found out about that through that, and then that spirals into something. Yeah, you don't know. You've got no idea what's going to happen.
So the thing to take away is to try as many new things and take up on opportunities and like really push yourself out there to make new friends and stuff, and just kind of put yourself out there a bit more.